Hello, this is Sizzle Crypto, and on today we're going to be looking at some interesting Bitcoin health and some altcoins to look into. We're going to be checking on some news that moves the markets and something really interesting at the end, which I'm going to show you about Bitcoin's market cycles. So let's get right into it. Okay, for Bitcoin, as I was showing you the other day, if you watched that video, um, one person did, myself. What I'm going to show you is that obviously we're still on the 1 day on the bottom trend line. If we go to the 4 hour, still nothing too interesting. It doesn't look the healthiest, but I want to show you something that most people aren't looking at. Let's go to the 1 day time frame again. And so as we're waiting for the move to be made and we look at USDT dominance, and you do see it's still ranging. Now, what I've always known is that it takes 70% of the move usually before the move will happen. And what I can see is from Bitcoin, something that I found the other day. Let's check the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands are very useful in determining, in my opinion, when a move will happen or retracement. And as you can see, once the tightening happens, like you see as it gets real tight here, move happens. As it gets real tight around here, move happens. And so now we're back to here. Right here, you see the bands are coming down, they're squeezing. A move, in my opinion, based on what I'm seeing, it's gonna happen soon. But also something else that you may not want to see, but I'm here to inform you the best of my abilities, is let's take a look at some MAs, moving averages. And on the 1 day time frame, we see a death cross. That's not beautiful, it's a little messy. Let me get rid of the bands. There you go. Now the red line right here, that red, I can't really clear it up because it's all combined. Sorry. This red line that's going through the screen right here, that's the 50 MA. And then we got the yellow 200 MA going up. And it looks like over time it's starting to converge. And if it converges or gets close to converging, because usually the move on the price action will happen before, it's a lagging indicator, which just means that it practically can give you a heads up, but once they cross, the move's already happened most likely. If that happens, we are looking for, in my opinion, a severe downside, and unfortunately that just may not be what you want to hear, but that's just what I see on this chart. So real quick, let's move on to dominance, just to repeat this from yesterday. It's still ranging. And I would say it will be about here before the move happens, maybe even a little sooner. But if it does happen, we are looking to a break to the upside, and we are looking for it to go to this upward trend line, which is just going to confirm the move. So right now, I'm betting negative. I'm betting bearish, unfortunately. But I go based on what the charts tell me and news that I see. So let's go to XRP. I just want to show you XRP because I got some positive things about it today, and who doesn't love XRP, right? As you can see, it's made it most of its way down. I just think the market has a negative sentiment, and so right now things aren't really like popping off. But as you can see, it's down a falling channel, and it looks good, but still I wouldn't feel confident. The only reason I'm showing you XRP is I got some positive news behind it. And then for Ethereum, based on that trade the other day, which I was trying to show you, is going, in my opinion, yeah, I would say it's a decreasing wedge, or triangle pattern, which is definitely bearish, which makes sense. And based on the measure move of this rising channel, we're looking for around 2860. So right now we got Bitcoin that looks negative. and bearish. We got USDT, which is positive, which is bearish on the crypto market. So that's two negatives. Then we got altcoins. And altcoins can kind of give you a heads up of the way the direction of the market's going. If you like take a bunch of altcoins and all the altcoins are saying bearish, then it's kind of most likely it's going to be bearish in the market in general. They kind of all correlate to a somewhat degree, not exactly, as you see, as a lot of things took a hit, and Ethereum didn't take as bad of a hit as some other things. But you can kind of get a general sentiment of the market by that. And if you can see here, yeah, it's not looking good. But let's just go into some positive news. Fidelity Crypto now accepts Bitcoin and crypto deposit withdrawals of 2.5 years after launching, which is just good overall. Hey, banks are getting more into it, and banks are getting more into it. It's reaching retail more often, and that just means that crypto's here to stay, as we already know at this point. But the more institution gets involved, the more stability into the crypto market it becomes, which I know that's kind of antithetical to what Bitcoin stood for, but we're looking at the whole crypto market, not just Bitcoin. All right. Oh, and here, just in, Japan becomes the 11th country, excluding U.S., to mine Bitcoin with state-backed resources, which is just exactly another country getting into crypto and being more confident about crypto. And if Japan, the government, wants to hoard crypto and accumulate it, then overall it's just a positive move for the cryptocurrency market as a whole. Moving on from there, we got Bitwise updated XRP ETF application with New York City listing. I read somewhere in here that they're looking for as a final, they're looking at exchange details and 0.34% management fee, as well as the final steps in the approval process. They are looking that they will get approved, but of course, why wouldn't they not look like they're getting approved? So just something very positive. If XRP ETF gets approved, then you could look for a boost in XRP. It's a very popular crypto. A lot of people love it. You got the XRP army. And right now, it's a little bit of a sell, you know. Not saying when to buy, but, you know, if you're panicking because you're like, oh, man, it's 360. I could have bought it around 250. Well, here's your chance again. Imagine if you were bought this right here within this area, then you're golden. But honestly, that's just manipulation right there. So if you're looking for a discount right now, XRP is on a discount. But what I want to show you one thing overall for the crypto market, we're going to look at the crypto market cycle, Bitcoin performance over time. And what I want to show you is accumulation, growth, bubble, and crash. So we're in the bubble phase. And honestly, compared to last bubbles, it's not that big. Right now, we've only been 18%. Not as high. Now, every cycle overall is going to get not as high as the previous cycle. So this is early stages, right? And that's fine. But if you look at here, 260 right here when it was around the last cycle, and you look at here and we're only at 18%, not even like 140, 110 maybe. Not very positive price action is what I would say. So after this, we're going to hit the crash session, which, you know, on the positive note, every year it went less to the downside, right? So 87%, 84%, 77%. Hopefully we don't get as big of a crash, but we're getting close to that crash era. And if I was to show you that Bitcoin chart again, right here, look at that. We're looking for about, I'd say more than 50%, but like a 60, let's just go make it about a 50% retrace from its highs. Maybe up to 55, maybe 60%, depending on how low it dips. But we're looking for a 50 to 60% retrace, just based on this chart alone. And if it does play out and people do panic, You know, it could lead to a bloodbath. And the cryptocurrencies like XRP, Ethereum, all the others, they're going to take a massive hit. And every cycle does this. Now, I haven't seen, like, look at this. I think this was the cycle I started with. We don't got Bitfinex on here, so it's not going to go farther. But I think this was around 2016 to 18, something like that. But look at this. It went from 6,000. I bought around 10,000 for me. But look at that. All the way to 50,000, 56,000. Then it topped out about 68,000. But then after the second high, and I'm pretty sure there was bearish divergence. Look at that. Yeah. Going low, and then not really. But it was overextended by that point. So as you can see, it went from 64,000 down to 15,000. Man, see, that's the thing. If you were to accumulate and be smart and just hold, and then around here, look at that, dude. You could be very well off nowadays. So all I'm saying is that right now the market looks negative. Are we getting close to that bubble crash? We're just going to have to find out and see. But if this is the play out, I would definitely say, yeah. Yeah, it could go even lower than that before it stops. So we'll just have to wait. If you're shorting, you could be in a good position. But if you're just someone who's in longs, you might want to wait until there's better confirmation of a positive uptrend. Because right now, I don't see anything that's positive too much. People are hoping, but hope isn't what I go off. I'm here to show you all the facts and give you the best decision-making instruments I can. So thank you very much for watching my video. You have a wonderful day, and God bless.